recognize you for who you really are. 2 years after the explosive confrontation with my family, Elliot and I stood hand in hand on the balcony of our new home. The sun was setting, casting a warm glow over the bustling art district below. It was a far cry from the cramped apartment we'd shared when we first got married. Can you believe it? Elliot whispered, squeezing my hand. We did it, Cheryl. We built this together. I leaned into him, feeling a sense of peace I'd never known before.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Never dreamed possible. The inheritance from Grandma Mabel had been a turning point, but it wasn't just about the money. It was the validation, the recognition of my work.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
Without fear or guilt. We'd used the funds to open a small gallery, showcasing both my restored artworks and Elliot's music. It had been a risk, but one that paid off beyond our wildest expectations. People were drawn to the unique combination of visual and auditory art, and soon we'd gained a reputation as innovators in the local art scene. As we gazed out at the city, I thought about how far we'd come, the struggles, the doubts, the painful severing of toxic family ties. It had all led us here. Cheryl? Elliot's voice pulled me from my thoughts. There's something I want to show you. He led me back inside his music room, where a canvas stood covered in the corner. With a flourish, he pulled off the cloth, revealing a stunning portrait of me. But it wasn't just me as I was now. The painting showed different versions of myself at various ages, from a wide-eyed child to the
You got gas moving in.
Each version was emerging from shadows into light, growing stronger and more vibrant. Elliot, I gasped, tears welling in my eyes. It's beautiful, but I thought you were a musician, not a painter. He grinned sheepishly. I've been taking lessons in secret. I wanted to show you how I see you, how you've always been this incredible, resilient person, even when others couldn't see it. I threw my arms around him, overwhelmed by the love and understanding in this gesture. This was what true family meant, seeing and celebrating each other's growth, honoring each other's dreams. As we held each other, the doorbell rang. Puzzled, I went to answer it. To my shock, Aunt Lorraine stood there, looking nervous. I
Backside is secure. All clear.
I wanted to see how you were doing. I invited her, a mix of emotions swirling inside me. As we sat in the living room, she looked around in awe. This place is amazing, Cheryl. Thank you, I said. But why are you here, Lorraine? She sighed, her eyes full of I've been thinking a lot about the mistakes we've made, the hurt we've caused. I wanted you to know that I'm proud of you, Cheryl, for standing up for yourself, for building this life. Her words were like a rain, washing away the last remnants of doubt and
Done.
Jesus, that was a
Ready
close
up for
one.
redeployment.
for hours.
Yes.
She paused at the door. Her parents and brothers were starting to realize what they lost. They were not ready to admit it yet, but they miss you. I nodded, feeling a twinge of sadness, but no regret. If they ever want to be part of my life again, they'll have to accept me for who I am. All of me. After she left, I found Elliot in the gallery downstairs, tuning his guitar for tomorrow's performance. He looked up as I entered, his face softening at my expression. You okay? He asked. I smiled, feeling lighter than I had in years. More than okay. I'm happy, Elliot. Truly, deeply happy. He set down his guitar and pulled me close. That's all I ever wanted for you, Rob. As we stood there, surrounded by the art we created together, I realized that this was the family I built.
Gas is inbound. Marking a new safe zone.
Respect and mutual support. The road hadn't been easy, but every struggle had led me here. This moment of pure contentment. I may have started this journey as the forgotten daughter, but I'd emerged as something far greater. A woman who had found her voice, her passion, and her true family. And that was worth more than any inheritance could ever be. The first time I realized my father hated me, I was 7 years old. My name is Rachel Merritt, and I've spent most of my life trying to earn the love of a man who sees me as nothing but a burden. Rachel, get down here and set the table. Dad's voice broke from the kitchen, making me flinch. I scrambled down the stairs, nearly tripping over my own feet in my haste to obey. As I entered the kitchen,
Gas is closing in.
hot roast filled the air. Dad stood by the counter, his face twisted in a scowl. Can you move any faster? Your mother's been slaving away all day, and can't even be bothered to help. I grabbed the plates from the cabinet, my small hands trembling. I'm sorry, Dad. Dad, I don't want to hear your excuses, he snapped, cutting me off. Just do as you're told. Mom glanced over her shoulder, her eyes instant. Jasper, please. She's trying her best. Dad's jaw clenched. Her best isn't good enough. It never has been. I felt my chest tighten as I carefully laid out the plates, desperate to avoid making any noise that might set him off again. As I reached for the silverware drawer, I heard the front door open. We're home. Aunt Margot's cheerful voice rang out, followed by the pitter-patter of little feet. My 3-year-old sister, Isla, burst into the kitchen, her curls bouncing. Daddy, she squealed, running straight into his arms. Dad's entire demeanor changed in an instant. His scowl melted into a warm smile as he scooped Isla. There's my little princess. Did you have fun with Aunt Margot? I watched, a familiar ache settling in my chest, as Dad showered Isla with affection. It was always like this. Isla was the golden child, the one who could do no wrong. I was the mistake. Aunt Margot entered the kitchen, her kind eyes finding mine. Hello, Rachel. How are you, sweetheart? Before I could answer, Dad cut in. She's fine. Rachel finished setting the table. Aunt Margot frowned, but said nothing. She knew better than to challenge Dad when he was in one of his moods. As we sat down to eat, the conversation revolved entirely around Isla, her day at the park, her new words, her latest accomplishments. I pushed my hand around her plate, feeling invisible. Rachel, Mom's voice startled me. She smiled. She's home. She's not very hungry. Dad, I'm Tara. For a meal like this. I'm sorry, I whispered, fighting back tears.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Sit here. Should dinner like a girl. Do dishes. Aunt Margot cleared the throat.
Couple contracts out there have increased payouts. Get to them first to cash out.
Dad snapped. She's my daughter, and I'll raise her as I see fit. No one's silence.
Yo, guy in the car.
Yeah, dude.
Get the fuck out the car.
No. Trying to get to the river.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
She might hear you. Let her hear. Dad replied pitifully. Maybe then she'll understand what a disappointment she is. I hit my lip hard, trying to pull back the sobs that threatened to escape.
You got gas moving in.
Always trying, always failing, never good enough. Dishes. A silent thought of myself. One day, I would put them all home. One day, I would make something of myself, with or without their approval. Little did I know, that day would come sooner than I ever imagined, and it would change everything. The sizzle of garlic hitting hot oil filled the air as I expertly flipped the pan, tossing the ingredients with a practiced flick of my wrist. The bustling kitchen of Chicago's
Where the fuck are you?
Culinary Institute hummed with energy, a stark contrast to the stifling atmosphere of my childhood home.
What the
Rachel,
fuck?
your technique is impeccable, Chef Marceau praised, peering over my shoulder. That reduction is coming along beautifully. I beamed, savoring the warmth of his approval. Thank you, Chef. As I plated my dish, my
There you are.
best friend Eli sidled up next to me, filling as usual ranch. You're gonna probably put away the showcase next week.
advised. Enemies deployed a buy station.
Thanks, Eli. I just helped Dash. My phone buzzed, interrupting my thought. I glanced at the screen, and my smile faltered. It was your father wants to know when you're coming home. Isla misses you. I sighed, tucking the phone away. Eli raised an eyebrow. Everything okay? Yeah, just stuff. I focusing on garnishing my plate. After class, Eli and I grabbed coffee at our favorite campus spot. As we settled into a cozy corner booth, he fixed me with a concerned look. What's going on with your folks? I took a deep breath, tracing the rim of my mind. Come home. Dad's probably hoping I'll give up on this chef nonsense and get a real job like he's always wanted. Eli's eyes narrowed. Don't tell me you're considering it. No way, I said firmly. This is my dream, Eli. I'm not giving it up for anyone. He nodded approvingly. Good, because there were
Gas
two
is
damn
moving in.
jobs
New
to
safe
take on
zone
their
located.
small-minded expectations. Instead, my phone rang. It was Aunt Margot. I answered, grateful for this.
High-value contracts are in play. More risk, more reward.
How's my favorite culinary
You made the top 25. Well
I
done.
couldn't help but smile at her
Loadout drop
enthusiasm.
headed your way.
Margot, just finished another lunch. Wonderful. Such exciting news. I've been talking to an old friend who owns a restaurant in the city. He's looking for some fresh talent for a summer internship. I may have mentioned
Gotcha, bitch. Whoo! Shit, that was a good stalemate.
so hard.
Gas is inbound.
Oh, and one more thing. I heard the rustle of paper, then Aunt Margot's voice softened. I know things haven't been easy with your parents. I want you to have this. Consider it a little boost to help you chase your dreams. My phone pinged with a notification. I checked it and gasped. Aunt Margot had sent me a generous financial gift. Aunt Margot, I don't know what to say. I stammered, tears pricking my eyes. You don't have to say anything, dear. Just promise me you'll keep following your passion. You have a gift, Rachel. Don't let anyone dim your light. After we hung up, I sat in stunned silence. Eli leaned forward, concern etched on his face. Ratch, what is it? I showed you. Aunt Margot, she believes in me, Eli. She really believes in me. Eli grinned, squeezing my hand. Of course she does. We all do. It's about time you started believing in yourself, too. As we left the coffee shop, a new sense of determination filled me. I had support, I had talent, and now I had the means to take the next step towards my dreams. That night, as I pored over the internship details, my phone buzzed again. Another text from Mom. Your father's asking about your plans after graduation. He says it's time to be practical. I stared at the message.
You're in the top 10. Keep knocking them out. Gas is inbound, marking a new safe zone.
I typed out a reply.
A couple contracts out there have increased payouts. Get to them first to cash out.
Summer for an internship. This is my path, and I'm following. I hit send before I could second guess myself. Then, turning back to my culinary textbooks, I threw myself into planning for the showcase. I had a point to prove, not just to my family, but to
Gas
myself.
is closing in.
For the first time in my life, I felt truly free, and I was hungry for more. The familiar scent of home hit me as I stepped through the front door, a bittersweet mixture of nostalgia and dread. I barely set my bags down when Mom's voice called out from the kitchen. Rachel, is that you? Come help me with dinner. I sighed, steeling myself. Coming, Mom. The kitchen was a flurry of activity. Mom stood at the stove, stirring a pot of what looked like her infamous bland stew. Dad sat at the table, newspaper in hand, not bothering to look up as I entered.
Fuck.
Only 10 were left.
Your mother's been slaving.
The enemy
Very
took
nice.
that one, but we'll get them back.
Had to record. Start chopping vegetables. How can I help, Mom?
You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Two squads in the top 5.
For years of culinary school, and this was all the acknowledgement I got. As I worked, I couldn't help but notice